Welcome to a day in the life as an apprentice at Clarins. So I'm currently completing this apprenticeship alongside my master's in supply chain and procurement at ESSEC Business School, and I'm excited to show you the behind the scenes of what my days really look like as a raw materials buyer here at Clarins. First things first, when I wake up in the morning, I like to get the maximum amount of light into my apartment, and then I just get ready. On most days, I keep my makeup really simple, which is just filling up my eyebrows, concealer, powder and blush, and a bit of lip gloss. And then it's time for one of my favorite parts of the day, breakfast. So I usually have overnight oats that I prepare during the weekend with a slice of toast and whatever fruit is in the season. And then before heading out, I make my coffee, latte, or matcha, or whatever is it that I'm having at home, and I bring that to work. I'll be going to the gym after work, so I have my huge bag with me, and this is what the walk looks like on the way to my office. So I'm pretty lucky because I live really near the office and it just takes about 20 to 25 minutes for me to get there. So here we are at the Clarins headquarters, which is located in the 17th arrondissement in Paris. So I usually like to get into the office pretty early from about 8:15 onwards because that means that I can leave earlier in the evening. So I'm more of a come in early, go home early kind of girl because that leaves me with so much more time in the evening to either go to the gym, meet some friends, or spend time with my partner. But I think everyone has their own preferences and it's important to find the rhythm that works best for you. So, what is it that I actually do all day? So, as I mentioned, I work as a raw materials buyer, which basically means that I help make sure that everything needed to create Clarins products are available on time and are sourced properly. Most of my time is spent working on logistical contracts, cost analysis, price evolutions, and data analytics. I also handle specific orders and prepare negotiation elements. So, yes, there's a lot of Excel, but I love Excel, but there's also a lot of thinking and decision making behind it. It's finally lunchtime, so we are heading to the canteen in the building and we are passing through the courtyard. And honestly, on days like this, where the sun's out, it's really nice to take a proper break from work. I think it's a huge ease to have a canteen in the company because it takes a burden off on what to prepare for lunch or where to eat. The canteen pretty much works like a buffet where you pay a fixed price of about €5 for whatever you take, so it's a pretty reasonable deal. Once we're done with lunch, I grab a cup of coffee to compensate the effects of digestion. And now it's back to work. So, as a buyer, I manage my own portfolio of suppliers with a mix of functional ingredients, actives, and perfumes. Mainly, my work consists of studying pricing evolutions, preparing negotiations, and a big part of my role right now is the budget exercise for the following year. On top of that, I also support the team on more administrative topics, which honestly helps a lot in keeping everything moving. Overall, being an apprentice at Clarins feels pretty supportive. The teams are extremely patient and bienveillant, as they say in French, and you are really encouraged to be yourself. So I would say that it's a company that really puts its values at the core of how people work, and you sort of do feel that on a day to day basis. So, yeah, that's a pretty realistic snapshot of my days here at Clarins. And if you're curious to know more about apprenticeships, purchasing, or working in the cosmetics industry in general, feel free to leave me a comment and I'll see you in my next video. Ciao!